Okay, we have received a package in the mail. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Let's open it up and check it out. I have actually seen this on YouTube before, I believe, so let's get in here and see what's in here. Oh boy. It is a hydro-dipped CB radio. And by hydro-dipped, I mean he put spray paint on top of water in a tub and then dipped the cases through it in order to get the paint to stick onto the plastic case of this paste CB in kind of a trippy psychedelic sort of way. So I saw this radio on YouTube and I thought, well, maybe that's something I would like to mess with once I saw it show up on eBay. So here it is in my hands. Kind of funny. So I'm going to power this thing up and see if it works. If it doesn't work, we're going to try to fix it and get it on the air. So that's my goal. Stay tuned and see if that happens. Okay, well, the case comes off with just these screw on either side back here, and check this work of art out. I think he did a great job doing this. I saw his video and it looked like it was a pain, so I can appreciate what happened here. I like it. There's a factory stock Cobra 29, and here's a totally trippy pace radio. And he didn't crack it or anything. I think this is perfect. So let's look at this radio. Looks complete. All the capacitors look good. It was this one made in the US? Does it say? Made in the USA. So that's ideal. 40 channel pace radio. And the power setup, I don't have one of these plugs, so we're gonna pop that out of there and tap in so we can get 12 volts to this thing and see if it works. So since these wires that are soldered to the board are down underneath this transformer that's actually riveted to the back of the case here, I don't want to disturb this. I pulled it free, so I'm just going to build a pretty generic little connector here to stick into there so that we can hook up our power supply to the radio to power it up. Basically, this is a way to cheat. Inside these holes here, I soldered these so that the wires would be stiff and I can stick them in here and they will hold tightly, and then we'll hook up power here and we will power the radio on. Excited to see if it works. Ooh, that's stiff. So is that. So we're going to clean these pots with some keg deoxit. It happens to be my favorite. This stuff's expensive, but it also works really, really well. So that's what I like to use. I will get those cleaned up and smooth and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We cleaned the potentiometers. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Those were all stiff. And we cleaned the switches. And didn't do anything to channel changer. It's kind of its own monster. I didn't want to spray deoxit into something that's made out of plastic. Let's take a look inside this radio. This is probably one of the last of the USA made CB radios. Since it's 40 channel, it weighs hardly anything. It's plastic, so it's very light. But high quality capacitors, higher quality, tuning cans. Has a pretty legit relay for kicking over into transmit. I don't know, let's see if we can see what that is. 6700, I don't know. Not sure what that final transistor would be. That might be the driver and the final might be back here. But anyway, we're gonna put the case back on it and power it up for the first time and see if it works. I also cleaned the microphone cord and cleaned the microphone. Threw deoxit on all the electrical contacts, the SO239. I marked these as positive and negative, so I'll remember that when I put the case back on. And let's go to town and see what happens. Okay, we're back, and we have plugged in the antenna. We've plugged in our power wires, hooked up the power supply. Power is off. Power supply is now on. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey! Squelch works. Let's see. That's the antenna noise limiter, and that's the CB/PA. Those both seem to be working. Let's go up through the channels. This makes me very happy. All right, let's see if this thing keys up. We'll throw the power meter down to the 5-watt scale. Here we go. All right, keys up just at 4 watts, which is what we want for a dead key. I'm gonna flip this up to 50 watts here. So that's on this middle scale here, right under 4 watts. Oh man, we swing almost up to 12 or 13 watts with this radio, 4 to 13, so we should be safe to throw it into the amplifier and try to make some DX contacts. So let's do that and see what happens. And juice is on. Actually, I just turned off the oscilloscope. Let's turn that on, because I'd like to see if this thing can talk. Wish me luck. Let's see what our modulation looks like. Hello out there. Hello, how about it out there? This is 421 in the middle of Iowa, 421, and we're trying.
Take it with $67 just in oil.
Let's go down to 17. How about it out there? How about it? This is 421 in the middle of Iowa, 421, and we're trying. How about it out there? How about it? This is 421 in the middle of Iowa, 421, we're trying. Ha! Haven't... Hey there out there in Long Beach. Well, I think I heard you come back to 421. This is 421 in the middle of Iowa, and we're waving. Oh yeah, Long Beach, we got you coming in even better now. This is 421, and how many S units am I throwing on you out there right now?
I can't see my radio right now because I'm driving, but you sound good out here.
All right, good to hear. We're just trying out a new, I bought a Pace mobile radio on eBay that I just fired up for the first time. We're just trying it out.
Well, it's getting out here to Long Beach, California, so it's doing good. I'm sort of water here in the mobile.
How about it, Smokestack? How about it, Smokestack? You here in 421 in the middle of Iowa? 421 on this Pace plastic radio. How about at 187? We got you in Iowa. This is 421. Trying.
421 Iowa, I got you in emergency here in Northern California. It's a little bit quiet over the noise, but I'm still listening through 187.
All right, yeah, thanks for the comeback. We're just trying a little plastic CB radio from the late 70s. Just showed up off of eBay. Wanted to make sure it was working.
Yeah, 420 Long Beach Kennel Center.
Hey there, 420. Yeah, we're on this weird plastic Pace 8010 radio from the late 70s. We're just seeing if it's working.
In Oregon, now they got a stock mic, but besides that, it sounds good.
Oh yeah, it's got a goofy mic jack, so the only microphone I got for it is the factory Pace one made in Japan. But yeah, it looks like it's modulating, so it's good to hear we're making it to California.
Yeah, it's not bad for making it to Cali, huh?
No. Well, I would like to thank Johnny Jones at Home, whose YouTube channel that I first saw this radio on, for hydro dipping it. I mean, where else are you ever going to find this exact radio in the world? The answer is nowhere. I love the fact that this thing works and it's in clean working condition. So it does everything it's supposed to. Doesn't do anything it's not supposed to. So we're happy. Thanks again for throwing this thing up on eBay and making it available cheaply for some weirdo like me.
149. By the way, I'm going to play something. I want to see what this looks like over here on the SDR. So I'm going to play something real quick here. That's a lot of contrast right there. Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, 149, Motor Mouth Mall cruising. Let's just do it one more time here just for fun. Hang on a second. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I got it dialed in now. Hey, 149, Motor Mouth Mall cruising. I got it all the way down.